Okay, yes. Good morning, all. Yes. Good morning, Putha. Yes. Yes. Okay, we will move. Yeah. I share my screen. Last day we discussed about computer databases. Did you remember? I just started. Why we wanted to use databases there? Because of why? Sometimes there are repeating same data again and again. You can see. No need to say what is a class, who is a teacher, what is the department, again and again, no need to share it like this. That's calling data redundancy. If we share it, if we wanted to share it like this, that's calling data redundancy. So for because of that thing, we use one. We normally used the method calling because of data redundancy. For reduce data redundancy, we are using that method what? Update anomaly method. The update anomaly is you can use separate tables. Okay, they are having deletion anomaly. Sometimes you have to delete. You can use a separate table like that. Look at it. Here they are having learner table. They are having learn table. And also they are having teachers table. Okay. So they are having some relationship within there. You can see the teacher's ID repeating again and again. No need to repeat again and again. You can write the teacher's details separately. What is teacher's ID? Who is that teacher? What is the department? And teacher's phone number. Such that they are having some information like that. Okay, you can use a separate table. No need to type again and again. Okay. And last, we draw this on. Am I guess? Yes. We draw this on at last, no? Yes. So we will move forward. So the teacher I see also using the learner's table. So where is we call in that one as what? Foreign key. So foreign key, it's a field. Actually, it's like a field. Okay. In the table that is primary key. That is unique key. Another table. So using foreign key, it's create a relationship between two tables. I will show. First of all, we'll write them. Okay. No issue. I'll show how to relate, but how to create a relationship between two tables. Okay. First of all, I write it. Later on, I will show how they are creating a what relationship between two tables. So we can use the foreign key. Yes, we can use a foreign key for create relationship between two tables. Okay. So you can use foreign key for what? A foreign key for make a relationship between two tables. Okay, so that's the main target. That's the main aim of using foreign key. So we can use what foreign key for such things. Okay, so there can be used a foreign key. Actually, a foreign key is a field in the table. It's a primary key, unique key to another table. Foreign key may be a what key with maybe a primary key. Sometimes it is a link with the another key. So using a foreign key, create a relationship between two tables. So foreign key can be create a relationship between two tables. Okay, so foreign key is a field in the table. That is a primary key, unique key is another table. So using a foreign key, create a relationship between two tables. It can be created relationship between two tables mainly. So if a new learner join the class, we only need type the learner's detail, no need to what? Learner's table, provide teacher ID and other thing again and again. Okay, can you write down this one? A foreign key is a field of table that is a primary key, unique what? Unique entry for any other table. Okay, write down that. A foreign key is a field in the table that is a primary key, unique entry for the another table. Okay. So it can be create a what? A link between two tables actually. Foreign key can be create a link between two tables. Okay, if a learner joins the class, we only need to type learner's details in the learner's table and provide the teacher's ID. If a new teacher is joined for the class school, we enter the information in the teacher's table and that information will automatically be updated in the link learner's table. So this is what makes relational databases powerful when it is come to the data manipulation. Okay, that is very important to what makes relational database powerful. It will be the data manipulation. With the data manipulation, it's very important. Okay, write it. The foreign key is a field in the table. Okay, underline part, yes, right? Yes, the foreign key is a field of table. That is a primary key. That's unique key in another table. So using a foreign key, create a relationship between two tables. It can be create a relationship between two tables. Okay, so we will move. Okay, so they are having animal name, age, weight for the one table, food type, and other thing in another table. When you're creating a relationship between there, you can use a foreign key with that. Okay, we will discuss later on. Okay, no worries. So next thing, they are having some database packages. Okay, no need subtopic. Just you can creating a relational database using the database package, something like MS Access, MySQL. So normally for your syllabus, they are having MS Access, Microsoft Access software with that one. So a relational database is like a folder contain multiple tables. A relational database is like a folder that contains multiple tables. So we can represent learner and teachers table in the database of the application and create a relationship between them. So Microsoft Access is a good example for database package to create this. That's important. Okay, actually a relational database. Okay, write with the asterisk mark. A relational database is like a folder containing multiple tables. They are having student table, there can be have a teachers table, there can be have a subject table, all are in the school. All are containing in the school file. So like that one, in the school file, school database, they are having several tables, teachers, students, subject, like that. So all of them included in the school database. So we can represent the learner and teacher table database software application and create a relationship between them. So Microsoft Access is a good example for the database package. Use create what relational database. So we can use when we what create a relationship between this table. When we are create a relationship between this table, you can use what the create relationship software that's called it database software. So there's a heavy, very famous software that's called Microsoft Access for create what databases like that. Okay, please can you write down that underline parts? Please write that down. Yes, write down that. Write it down. Yeah, I think you wrote that one. No? So like that, they are having relational database is like a folder. There are containing multiple tables. So we can represent learner and teachers table database of them. So application and create relationship between them. So Microsoft Access is a good example for the database package that can be used to create a relational database. So we can create database and add table in two ways. We can create a database and they are having add tables as a two-way, not only one. They are having two ways for the edit table. What are they? We will write down that one also. We can create a database. We will do practical on next day. Don't worry. You can create a database and add table to it in the two ways. What are the? There are create a database, then create a table from the scratch type and data for the table manually. Otherwise, you can create a database, then import existing table from other into the database. So normally, okay, write down this underline part. Normally, this first method is useful if you do not have a lot of data to type. Okay, if there are having not having much data, you can use about create a database and create table for scratch. Okay, but if they are having the second method, the most common one and useful one, if they are having lot of data, if you wanted to update again and again, it's better to use the second way. Okay, it's better to use second way if you wanted to update again and again. Okay, so the second method is most common and useful if you have to lots of data. Tables are prepared using other applications such as spreadsheet, word process are saved in the format that important in the database. Okay, like that. You can use the second method if they are having lot of data for input. Okay, so that okay, please write down on the underline part, no need other. So normally we are going to create the first method, but second method is effective if they are having lot of data. If they are having lot of data, you can use the second method. Okay. Okay, write down, please write down on underline parts. So they are having these type of methods for import data into the databases. They are having these type of methods. They create a database, then create the tables from scratch and type the data into each table manually. And you can create a database and then import existing tables from other files into the database such that they are having two methods. You can use both. You can enter like that. Okay, you can enter like that. They are having create a database and add table to it. And other way, you can create a database, import existing table for other files into database. Okay, like that you can input data for that. Okay, so we will move forward. So as previously told, the best method this is, but normally if we wanted to add one more later on, if we wanted to update again and again, like in the school system, it's better to use the second method. Yes. Okay, I think you already wrote this underlined part, no? Okay, we will move forward. So look at this one. First of all, you should be know the data type of them. Okay, so if they are having a learner ID, it's a number. If they are having only one number, like there, you can use only they are not having decimal value. You can use the data type of what? Integer. So here, first name, first name, it may be like previously I tell. First name can be a short text. For short text, we can not use cha for only one letter. So short text you can use what? String data type. So you can use string data type here. So last name, it's also short text. So that one also you can use what the data type called string. So if you wanted to type something, you can use the string data type. If you wanted to type something, for that case, you can use what? String data type. For class, it is a short text. So you can use what? String data type with that. Is that clear? For such that occasions, you can use string data type. Otherwise, you can use integer for numbers. If there are not having decimal value, you can use integers. Can you write down this table? First of all, write down. So these data types should be important. So when you are enter some variables, it should be belongs with the data type. Definitely, it is correctly belongs with the data type. Okay, should be correctly belongs with the data type. Okay, please write down these things. Write down. Okay, write down this table. Yes. Write with the data types. Yes, all of them. Okay, write it down. Okay, like that you can enter your what information with the data. Okay, so you can learn ID, it should be number and it is integer. First name, it is short text, so it is a string value. Last name, it is short text, it is string value. Class, short text with the string. Teacher's ID, number within the integer. Like that, they are having such information like there. Okay, they are having such information like here. Okay, so we will move forward. I think you wrote. Yes. Okay, there should be have proper what? Data type. Proper data type with the variables. You should be aware what are the data type with the variables. So, like here, you can use internal data as well as external data. You can previously type with the Excel window or something. You can use the tables with the MS Access software. So they are having usage of external data also. Okay, here the way that can be used the what? Create a relational database between there. Okay, there have a lot of space. Okay, we will create them. Before that one, I will show how to creating a what? Relationship between the tables. Okay, that's actually a database. Okay, right. This is a very important part. Creating a relationship between the tables. This is very important. Yes. Right? Creating relationship between tables. Okay? Creating relationship between tables. Okay, now we will create a relationship between the table, learner and the teacher's table. I wanted to create a relationship between learner and the teacher's table. So you have to what? Create table separately, that learn table and the what? Teacher's table separately. After that one, you can link them. Okay, you can what? Add table. Here, a table for the learner, a table for the teacher. After that one, you have to add them. How to do that one? So they are having some what steps you have to follow up. First of all, we will write down that steps you should be following up. Okay, write down first letter A, otherwise first step. Right there, click the database tools on the main menu and select relationship. First of all, we will write today. Next day, we will do these practicals. Okay. First of all, write down what is the first step. You have to click on the database tool. Okay, right there under this one, create a relationship between tables. You wrote topic. First of all, wrote right there, creating relationship between tables. You can write the topic, create relationship between tables. Create a relationship between tables. So the first step, click on database tool. They are having database tool option and main menu and select relationship. Click on database tools on the main menu and select relationships. Select relationship under that. Click on database tools and select relationships. Under there, select relationships. That's the best step. Click on database tools. Under there you have to select relationships. Okay, we will move for the second one. Okay, write first one. Otherwise, simple A. Click on database tools and main menu and select relationship. Write first one. Yes. Okay, if you finish first one, we will move for the second one. Click on database tools and main menu select relationship. What is second one? Second one. Okay, now you already what? Main menu and select relationship. Now you wanted to create a database. So second one, select the tables you wanted to use, create relationship between add selected table. Now you can add selected table. You can previously, first of all, you can create tables and after that one you can add them. Otherwise you can create tables. First of all, you can create tables. After that one you can add a relationship between them. How to link that tables each other. So select the tables you wanted to use. Create a relationship and click on add selected table. Add selected table. Select the table you wanted to use. Create a relationship between and click on add selected table. Add selected table. Write down. Okay, that's the second step. I think you wrote. What is select the table you wanted to use, create a relationship in and click on add selected table. Okay, next step. Okay, right, the third one, see the windows that appears, select the page, teacher's ID and learner's table, click on hold and drag and drop for the teacher's ID, fill in the teacher's name. That means you can use teacher's ID here. Here teacher's ID, you just drag and drop like this. After that one, they are create a relationship between them. They are creating relationship between tables because of this teacher's ID data, because of teacher's ID data. Learner's table and teacher's table both having teacher's ID. Because of that one, you can create what? A link, a relationship between tables. Okay, a relationship between tables by using this ID. Okay, can you write down this underline part, please? Can you please write down underline part in the windows that appears? Select the field, the teacher's ID. That part is. In the learners table, click on hold and drag and drop onto the teacher's ID field in the teacher's table. Okay, write down this. You can write it. Okay, write that underline part. Yes. Yes. In the window that appears, select the field teacher's ID. In the learners table, click on hold and drag and drop on the teacher's ID field in the teacher's table. Like that, please write. Okay, write it down. Okay, write it. Okay, in the Windows, the appear selected field is a teacher's ID. In the learner's table, click and hold, then drag and drop onto the learner's ID in the field. Okay, teacher's table. Okay, write it. Okay, they are using the same data row, that teacher's ID, following that two tables. You can use same data for the link between that two tables. That is the purpose. I wanted to what? Create a link between these two tables. So they are having same data in between them. So use that one for the create a link between their two tables. Okay. So in the window that appear, select field teacher's ID in the learner's table and click and hold and drag and drop and teacher's ID field teacher's table same. Yes, I think you wrote. And next thing is they are having reference integrity and something like that. Okay. Reference integrity and data relationship. We will write that one. There can be used. Edit relationship bit. Window will display make sure enforce relationship integrity is tagged. That means referential integrity is when all references are valid. Okay, we will discuss that things on the next day. These two, and we will do some practical related that one. Okay, we will try to do some practicals using that one. Okay, they are having some time. Okay, quickly write this one. Yes, the edit relationship, the fourth one, D, the fourth one. The edit relationship window will be displayed. Make sure that enforce what referential integrity is strict. Because why? Referential integrity when all references valid, that is every record that will add corresponding data link table. Okay, there should be have corresponding data with the table there. Okay, please write down this one and later we will move. What is the edit relationship? The edit relationships window will be displayed. Make sure that enforce referential integrity is blocked. When enforce referential integrity is strict. So referential integrity is when the references are valid. That is, every record you add to one table has corresponding data in the link table. Should be corresponding data with the link table. Okay. It should be corresponding data with the link table. Okay, write it down. Yes, write it. Give 2 minutes of time. Okay, so there should be edit relationship window will be displayed. Make sure that enforce relationship that Referential integrity is strict because referential integrity is when all references are valid. So that is every record you add to one table has corresponding data into the linked table. So they are having corresponding data with the linked table. Okay. So a record is in link corresponding data. Okay, we'll discuss other thing. This thing on the next day. I think you already wrote this one, no? Yes. Okay, we will discuss how to create a table and databases and other details on the next day. Okay, we will discuss about them. And so I think it's almost time up for today, no? Yes. Okay, we will have to do some practical and database things on the next day. So I will wind up the session for today. Yes. Hope to wind up today. Yes. We'll discuss other thing and other all thing in the next day. So okay, see you on next day. So good morning all. See you. Okay, have a nice day.